Fidget toys. You know them. You might love them. If not, didn't ask. Fidget toy review. We're going to be going over... I have ADHD. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that on my channel, but you know what? Now it's going in the record. ADHD. So, I am someone who fidgets, you know, a lot. I never really use fidget toys, and I have tried. I've used the fidget cube, but I'm poor. So I went up to my friends and I said, hey, how are you doing? And they said, I'm doing good. What do you want? You never talk to me. And I said, I need money. And they said no. And I said, great. Do you have any fidget toys I could borrow? And they said, sure. I have an assortment of fidget toys here. You probably can't even see them, but that's fine because I'm going to go through them one by one. Some of these are unopened. Some of these are used and they're all sanitized, and I'm very happy. And if they're not sanitized, you know who you are, and I'm coming for you. So we're gonna start off with, you know, the classic. Got this from the Dollar Tree. It's got, you know, it's got a nice color. If the other toys don't give me the same amount of enjoyment as this does, then they're definitely not worth using. And I wouldn't even say this is worth using. I'd say this toy is a little outdated in my opinion, because I don't know of anyone who still plays with fidget spinners. But people are still selling them, I guess, so they're still being bought. Probably, maybe, probably not. But I found this at Walmart for $1. What a steal. Or did I find this at the Dollar Tree? It's got a nice spin noise to it. Oh, I'm going to be ranking these arbitrarily, so good luck keeping up. This is why no one subscribes to my channel. I'd say transportation ability, you know, innocuousity. 10. You know, it's pretty casual, but you know, it's the baseline. I would say this is a solid 7 out of 10 because it's not super fun. This is a pretty nice fidget spinner, surprisingly. It's got a nice sound to it. It spins for a little while. You know, instead of the bearings, it has those poppet things, but I'm ignoring that. I've never really been a huge fan of the pop bubbles or whatever, the bubble busters. I don't even know what they're called. 7 out of 10. Next up, we have the Infinity Cube. Okay, so this is an Infinity Cube. I don't think I've ever played with one of these. It folds in like 2 directions, which is alright, I guess. It's kind of clacky. I don't like how loud it is. The fidget spinner is nice because while it makes some noise, that's not much louder than a typical air conditioning unit. Like that's not very loud. Like and plus if you spin it really slow, maybe my mic can pick that up, maybe it can't. I don't know. I also have a fan in the background. Sorry about that. I'm not sorry, I'd like my fan. Please send more. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty quiet. Like, if you're sitting in, like, a lecture in college, like, many people aren't gonna be looking over, like...
Man, why you got a fidget spinner?
Because they're not loud. But this, I can't even pick it up without it, like, you know, it's already super crackly and clacky, and that's, you know, what am I gonna do with this? Like, I hate it. It's not even like that fun, it's not even that satisfying to use. And this could be just a bad Infinity Cube, but I know some people like these, so I'll rate this a generous 3 out of 10. It's not that fun, and I actually don't like this as much as I do. Moving on. What is this? Squishy toy outdoor fun. What is this, just a squishy? Did I get this? Okay, now this is something I could get down with. Me personally, I might be in the lower end of the crowd here, but like, look at that. It looks cool, and it's blue, which is another cool thing. I like blue things. In case you couldn't tell, I like blue because I have so much of it, and I'm wearing blue. Obviously, this is not green, this is blue. But I really like... The only problem is transportation. How are you going to walk around the college campus with a big ball in your pocket? People are going to be asking you some weird questions, and you're going to get some mysterious looks, like look at this, look at that. That looks suspicious. That's demonetizationable. Whoever's editing this, blur that. That's not okay. You can't just walk around with that in your pocket. That looks like you're happy to see somebody. While this is a super fun toy, and it's got like a leaf on it or something, I would say this is maybe a 4 out of 10. For transportation, but overall, this is a horrible video. This is gonna be fun to edit though. For me, this is probably an 8 out of 10. Even though the transportation is pretty low, I would use this frequently, and I wouldn't hide it. I would just keep it out the whole time. So we're gonna rate that at... Editor, insert what I said, I don't even remember. Okay, what do we got here? Thinking putty. I hate putty. I don't like the feel of it. I don't want to feel this. It doesn't even look appetizing to me, which is the whole point of putty. What do you do if you don't eat it? Nothing. This is a mistake. This was not picked by me. This is supposed to be a worm, and it's supposed to have it's supposed to crackle. You can't even hear it. This one has a 0 for transportation. This is just a straight up. You're going to be getting a lot of questions, or if you put it in your back pocket, then you either have a tail or you have a poop. You're not allowed to poop. I don't even want to rate this one. This one's like a 0 out of 10 for me. I don't like the way that it doesn't crackle. I like things that crackle. I like crunchy leaves. It's not satisfying. It just feels kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. It feels just so bad. I don't like this. This does not make me happy. This makes me very upset. You know, I'm going to give this a 0 out of 10. Next up, I think I found this at Walmart for like $1. I don't even remember what this is. It's like an infinity ball is what we're gonna call it, and it still has the tag on it. My scissors are too far, I don't care. So, you're just supposed to mess with the balls because the balls don't feel very great in your hand. Maybe if they were squishy it'd be a little nicer, but like I don't love this generally. You know, it's not that great because you can't really tell where they're going, and also they seem to be in sets of 2 that don't move. And while I'm sure this is fun for some people, I'm just not about that. I don't like the feel of this as much as I like, you know, the feel of this. But, you know, it's somewhat quiet. I mean, there's the occasional screech, but I'm gonna chalk that one up to just Walmart product quality is not great. But I'm sure that if you got like a nice one of these, I'd say it's pretty near silent except for the balls rubbing on each other. 4 out of 10. Okay, this gives me anxiety because it's got glitter. I do not like glitter. I hate glitter. I hated the feeling of glitter on my hands. I hated not being able to wash it off my hands. However, I was told that the glitter is inside of each bubble, and if I get any glitter in my room, I promised to murder whoever gave this to me. So there's that. This is a poppet. I don't even know what these are called. Is that what they're called? Poppets? This thing is alright, I guess. I mean, it's got a really satisfying pop, and one of the more satisfying ones that I've seen, and I like the harder case on the outside because I don't like the fact that they bend all the time, and I'm trying to pop it, and I'd have to put it down if I wanted to pop it satisfyingly. But this one, it's got a big bubble, so there's a lot of pop. It's very easy to move. You don't have to push very hard. This is a nice fidget toy. I really like it, other than the sparkle glitter stuff. It's really nice, and honestly, the pop-in is also really satisfying sounding. So I would give this one maybe an 8 out of 10. I'm not really a big fan of these either, because I'm not really a big fan of most fidget toys, but this is a fidget toy review, and I can't just give everything a 0 because I don't like it. So I'd give this maybe a 8 out of 10 is what I said, yep. The only problem is it's not very transportable, except if you're walking around with one of these, most people are going to hopefully understand. There is glitter on my hand. You know who you are, and I'm coming after you. That ruined it. This ruined it for me. 0. -8. -10. 8 out of 10. Okay, this is a keychain. It's pretty squishy, you know, it kind of feels nice, whatever. It's nice, I like it. I'd give this a, I don't know, 9 out of 10, because I like it. It's small, it's innocuous, it fits on your phone, and no one's going to question why you have it, so I love it. This is another one of these, and it is bendy, so I already don't like it as much. But the pops feel kind of nice, and when you're popping them in, dead silent. Dead silent. It's small, so it's kind of innocuous. However, when you're popping them out, it's a little bit loud. If you don't let it pop by itself, which is not the way that you should use this ever, and if you do, then you're a criminal. You know, if you like follow it through, if you pinch it the whole time, then it doesn't make a noise, but then you're kind of defeating the purpose. However, it's small, it's transportable. I would say this is probably an 8.5 out of 10 because it's more transportable. However, it's louder and it's bendy. Okay, you know what? I could get down with this one. This isn't my favorite, but I'd say this is a 9 out of 10. I really like the way that this feels. I wish it would inflate a little bit faster, which I don't know if it's inflated or what it's made of. But I really like the way that this feels, and I like how easy it is to squish because it reminds me of a boob. It doesn't inflate as fast as a boob does because boobs are like balloons. Nobody uses them and everyone's allergic to them, and they're only seen at parties. This is really fun for me. It doesn't have any sensory issues for me. It's pretty simplistic, and I could just morph it into a ball if I want to. And it just goes right back to normal for me to continue the punishment of what it did to my family. 9 out of 10. This is a fidget cube. This one seems used. but that's okay because I can tell it's been sanitized. I don't understand what this site is for. Just drives me crazy. I don't really know who would need video games that much. Like, I thought these were super cool, especially this one, because it reminded me of my Nintendo 3DS when I was a kid, because I love my Nintendo 3DS, and it was a lot like a video game for me. I love the tactile feel, you know? I love the tactile click. It's got a nice click. I don't like the spinny thing. That just annoys me because my finger can never keep up. The Switch is alright, I guess, but I know I'm not one for Switches, and this just makes me want to play with a light switch, which is already just better. And the knobs, you know, they kind of roll smoothly, but otherwise it's pretty nice. I don't like the metal ball. This doesn't need to be here, I don't think. If I want to get a metal ball, I'll just play a maze game. I would give this one a 9.5 out of 10. I really like this. It's small. The only problem is transportation. Again, with most of these, transportation is not going to be an easy thing, so I might just disregard that completely going forward, because as I said, they're arbitrary and it's my show, so I can do whatever I want. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10. I would say this is more satisfying than the original fidget spinner. That was my fidget toy review. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if you want to see more reviews going forward... Oh, I didn't even finish this one. I'm so glad I looked at my camera. Okay, I don't know what this is. I don't really like how loud and clicky it is. Like, even my mic can pick that up, and that's not good because it has noise suppression on it. You shouldn't be able to hear that. Like, that's not good. If you can hear it, you can beer it, and I don't like that. I know some people really like it, and they would probably say maybe 6 out of 10, but this is about me, and I am the most important one here. I would say this is maybe a 1 out of 10 if you're lucky. That you'd have to get a nice one for that. That was my fidget toy review for ADHD people and other people. I guess you can all use fidget toys if you want to. You neurotypical fools aren't going to enjoy this as much as I do, and I don't enjoy this. So, Kenny's going to be so mad at me. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if you did, go down, like, subscribe while I suffer and try and put these away. Yeah, if you want to see more reviews, let me know. I can do food reviews. I love eating food. I will eat food all day. We're trying to hit 100 times 10 subscribers by the end of the year so we can get monetized. So please, I would love it if you all took part in us reach that goal. Have a good one.